Greetings. Welcome to week one. I'm DiStasio. I'm your instructor, and each Wednesday I like to just turn the video camera on and give you a little update on where we are and share just how the week's going and some tips about what's coming up. First, it's great to be getting started and into week one. I just came back from a writing retreat, a solitary retreat that I took myself to a cabin in the remote mountains in Alaska, the Chugach Mountains. I was in a cabin and I spent a week pretty much unplugged, just writing. I'm working on a historical novel set in Alaska, and it was a really great time. It really recharged my batteries about my writing. I'm in a workshop for fiction writers this summer, and I'm very excited to take this new novel to this workshop and get some feedback. So it was a great time, and I have lots of energy, and I hope that I can share some of my energy and passion with you. So let's get to some great writing. A few notes about the week. First, discussions are due by Thursday night, your first post. So I've had some questions about that. Discussions are always due, the first post, by Thursday. We have discussions in week 1, week 4, and week 6. All other assignments are due by end of day on Sunday. So if you can just remember that, and I'll be posting notices, and I'll try to nudge you, try to help you, because I know we're all juggling and it's hard, but just know that all assignments besides discussions are due on Sunday night. This week we also have the journal, and in the journal, there's just a clarification. It is kind of a brainstorming time for you to think about the topic you're going to take to the next stage, which will be the process of developing an essay. So it's asking for you to come up with 2 different topics so that you kind of think about, well, maybe I could do this and maybe I can do that. And you're going to write a paragraph about each topic, and then choose the topic that you are most likely to work on and talk a little bit about it, why it's important to persuade people, who your audience would be, where you're going to go with it. So that's sometimes a little tricky. Which topic? And just a quick word about topics in general for the persuasive essay, which you're beginning at that journal. The topic needs to be fact-based. You're going to have to find research to support your point of view. You're also going to have research that would support an opposing point of view. So if you think about the research part of it, hopefully it will steer you away from topics that are really personal preferences. Is accounting a good career for me? Well, you can find research that says yes and no, but it's really not something you can persuade other people. The goal of a persuasive essay isn't to explore your own choice, although you do explore your understanding of the topic as you do research. The goal of a persuasive essay is to persuade the audience, someone out there. If you think there is a better way to do something, if you think that perhaps HIPAA regulations are not stringent enough, if you think that probation isn't effective and it should be eliminated, if you think that prisons are pander too much to prisoners and they should be harsher, if you think that banks in e-commerce no longer need physical banks, that everything should be done online. Those are things that you can argue that you may have an opinion, but there's going to be information that are going to be for and against, facts that say, well, what about people who are elderly who can't get online and do their banking? What about them? And yet, and your point can be, well, they'll need to advance, or we'll need to have some channels to help them, but the day of the bank teller is over. That's an argument. That is something that you can really support, and it's not a personal preference. I want a blue car. I want to be I want to be a sports management coach. I want to do that. So focus on something that can be researched. Do your best with the journal. If you really have a tough time, I'll let you know and we can talk about it and maybe you can revise it. And two things really important. If you have questions or you need help, contact me. We can email, you can text me, we can set up and have a phone conference if you like. And most important, don't stress out. Do your best work, have confidence in yourself, go forward, and you'll do great. Looking forward to it. Let me know how I can help. I'll see you on a video next Wednesday. Take care.